Welcome everyone, and a resounding welcome to this dynamic and insightful workshop on branding and social media marketing. So, I'm truly thrilled to have each of you join us today as we embark on a journey of discovery and growth. So, allow me to introduce the remarkable individual who will be guiding us through her transformative experience, Chelsea Bothra, the CEO and founder of Murad Creatives and Company. Chelsea's journey is a testament to the fact that success is not just about achievements, it is about overcoming challenges, embracing passion, and creating something remarkable from the depths of one experience. So, I've gone through the profile of Chelsea. You should also go through it. It is a kind of like, it is motivating for all of us. Without further ado, let us open our hearts and minds to absorb the wealth of knowledge that Chelsea is about to share and let's explore, question, and ignite our own creative sparks. So, Chelsea, the virtual stage is yours, and we are
Thank you
eager
so
to
much.
embark on this enlightening journey with you. So,
Thank you so much.
could you give us just a brief introduction of yours, like what was your journey, and then we'll start with the questions.
Sure. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Chelsea Putra. I am the founder and CEO of Murad Creatives and Co. So, Murad just didn't happen all of a sudden. It has a very different story and a very deep story that I would like to say. So, I basically come from Nepal, Kathmandu, and I came to India 11 years back for my studies. So, I went to Rajasthan for 2 years of my school life, and then I came to Bangalore. I joined Christ Junior College for 11th and 12th, and then I did my graduation in journalism, psychology, and literature. So during my last year, I was a very notorious kid. Like none of the teachers, I guess, they didn't like me because I was never attentive or never used to listen to them. So I was someone who was always in her own world, and I used to never stay in college after the class ended. I used to run back home because I didn't like anything back then. So in my third year, I was on a road trip with my friends. So I got a very bad stomach pain. So my friends took me to the hospital. The doctor operated my kidney. They thought there was a stone there. The pain never went away. Again, there were two stents that were placed in my both my kidneys. So that was supposed to come out in by next 3 months, but I went to college the very next day for my attendance after the operation happened. So what happened? I couldn't use the lift because the teachers thought I was just pretending to use the lift that was only for the teachers, and then I had to use the stairs because the teachers didn't allow me. So what happened when I was going through the stairs? The both the stunts started coming down, and I had a lot of pain. I just went back home. So after that, pain never went away, which I had during the road trip. So the doctors again operated my kidney. They took out the stunt that was in. So my mom asked me, please come to Nepal. I don't think you can be treated there. And my parents and my family, nobody was here. Only my friends were here. So I went back to Nepal. The doctor said the operation went wrong. The pain was in your intestine, and they operated your kidney. So the hospital was Fortis that who did this. So after that, I thought I don't know what to do. I was diagnosed with anxiety, depression, and a lot of diseases which I thought I didn't even know about that. So during that period of time, I tried committing suicide a lot of time. I thought I can't live anymore. I don't have any talent, and everything is happening because of me, and my parents are suffering a lot. So my dad used to show me a lot of art videos during that time just to make me get rid of that pain. So during that time, I used to just watch it normally. So when I came back to Bangalore for my studies during the last semester, I used to just draw whatever I used to think. For example, I was thinking of suicide. I used to make a fan. I used to make a chair, a table, and then I used to stand on it. And then just in a drawing, I used to die. So this is how I used to draw whatever I felt. A lot of thing I drew, and half of my class, I guess, a lot of them knew that I was just drawing whatever I wanted to. So I guess in sixth semester, none of the teachers bothered me to study or do anything. I don't know how, but I passed. I did my graduation from Christ University, and then I joined Lisa School of Design. Just I thought I could do this art digitally. So I joined for 6 months, and then COVID happened. I didn't like going to the college again, and then I just left. I was stuck in Bangalore for like next 6 months during the COVID lockdown all by myself. So one of my friends said, Chelsea, if you can draw, you can actually sell your art. So I didn't know ki, how can I sell my art? Like most of the restaurants and most of the things are closed, and who will use my art? Who will buy my art? So everything that I was doing with my hand, I started doing it digitally. So once I started doing it digitally, I started learning about social media. I learned everything about digital marketing, website development. I started coding. I did a lot of things all by myself in those 6 months. That's how Murad started. So during those 6 months, during my last semester of my college, I had a small notebook. The notebook name was Murad. Murad means wish. That was I wish to live, so that I just live for next few more years. So that's how I named this company Murad Creatives and Co. And that's how it started. So I used to just draw, and one of my uh, friend, not my friend, one of my customers who took my art, who bought my art, and then he asked me to do social media marketing for his business. That was a restaurant in Kodmangla named Bames. So I started doing the social media for that brand, and that's how I got my first client. He didn't pay me for first 2 months. It just was out of love that I did for them, because it was also a brand from Nepal. So I did work for them, and that's how I started getting clients one by one, just with my work. So Murad is totally bootstrap. Whatever I earned, I invested on Murad. Whatever I was earning, I'm still earning what I'm investing on Murad. So it's totally bootstrap. And the team that I have are really good. And I'm really glad I got such a supportive team who understands me, and they understand the motive behind Murad.
See, I'm really personally touched by your whole story, because it is kind of like very bad. Like, people are not understanding. Like, teachers are not understanding. They are just to teach.
I can't even blame them, because many students used to pretend during that time that I have a stomach pain, I need to use it. I don't want to blame them at all.
Right.
But I don't know. Yes, it was supposed to happen and it just happened. I can't blame anybody for this thing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
personally, I also feel like drawing, creativity, very soothing. Like, whenever I'm like feel kind of
Hmm.
anxious, frustrated, I used to draw or used to do the mandala coloring. So it is very
Yes,
soothing. Like, it is kind
it
of a
is.
therapy.
It
Anyone
is.
can use.
Yes, definitely.
So you already told your journey. So
Yes.
my next question was like the name Murad. Like, it is a very unique and meaningful
Mhm.
way. Meaningful name for your agency. So
Yes.
you already said how you got the name, but still some more.
Sure. So during my college years, I went to Egypt for 2 months just for a random internship, and I I just went there for 2 months. So I loved Egypt. I loved the culture, and I used to love how I used to wear those hijab and everything. I started wearing it. I started wearing hijab for next 2 months till I was there, because I used to feel very comfortable, and it was very different experience for me. So then I loved the language. I loved the music there, and the music, everything was in Arabic, right? I couldn't understand. I
Right.
came back to India, I learned Arabic. I did courses on Arabic, and I learned just to understand those music. That's how I got to know about the word Murad, which is there. And that's how I named the book Murad, and how it became the name of for my brand.
See, I am living in Qatar. I see everyone wearing the hijab and everything. Sometime I'll also try. And for the Arabic, I'm still learning. So, like, how did you learn Arabic in India? I'm not able to learn
I
Arabic in
joined classes. I actually joined classes too. I like after my college, after 4 o'clock, I used to not like staying in college. So I used to run to the class. But from 4 to 7:30, I used to be in my Arabic class.
Okay.
So that was my routine back in college.
So,
So I
how
did
long
for
was
like
the session?
2, 3 months. I guess 3 months. I studied Arabic just to understand the basic music and everything. There was no other motive. I don't want. There was no other motive other than learning Arabic, just to
So,
understand those music.
do you still remember Arabic?
Yes, I do. I can read. I can write. I can
Yeah,
do that. Yeah.
cool. Tasharrafne, do you understand the word?
Yes, a bit. It's been like back in college, I learned, I know Kaifa Hal and everything.
Yeah,
And the
okay.
music lyrics, that's why I said I just wanted to understand the music lyrics. And if it does a word, I can understand that.
Actually, the thing is, Arabic is okay, but there is so many dialects in it. Like Egypt, Tunisi,
Exactly.
dialect
The
is different.
dialect in Egypt, the dialect in Qatar is different, the dialect in Dubai is different. It's totally different in every other country. Yeah.
So it's great you learned the language.
Yes, a bit.
So you have mentioned that you prefer to be labeled as a woman founder. So could you share
No,
your
I
why?
don't want myself to be labeled as women founder. That was the thing, I guess.
Okay. So
Yeah.
like your agency focus on bringing stories to life through branding. So could you walk
Mhm.
us through your creative process? Like how do you approach turning a brand's narrative into a compelling and engaging story?
Okay. I feel every brand has a story. Every founder who is starting a brand has a story. And even if they don't have a story nowadays, people have started coming up with a story because they know the story sells.
Yeah.
Everybody can buy your product just for that particular story, right? So this is
Right.
why I feel if a story is there and a brand is there and both of them are connected to each other, a brand can grow a lot. And if there's a face behind a brand, like many brands are there and many of the founders, they don't want to come in front and they don't want to be associated with the brand that they have created. I feel the brand and the founder should be connected. And I also feel a brand can only grow, like initial growth basically focuses on the stories that the brand has. So you can take any brand, for example, Tata, everybody has a story, Reliance. So every brand, they have a story. Most of them, they want to come out and tell it, and most of them, they want to just keep it aside and just do what others are doing and just sell their products and services.
Yeah. So on what basis do you like decide the color, the tagline? Do you decide the tagline and everything, or the brand do?
Yes. For example, there's this kids mall in Kolkata. I guess if somebody is from Calcutta, they know about this brand name House of Pepe. So this brand, the founders came to me. They were like, "We want to open the first kids mall in Kolkata, and we don't know what to name it. We don't have the tagline in mind. They don't know anything. They just wanted to build a kids mall, first kids mall in Kolkata." So they gave the assignment to us to to give a name for the brand, tagline, the entire branding and everything. So they didn't have a story, but one story that they told me was that the son, they used to love a lot. Okay, so the thing was they wanted to do build something for him and also for other kids who can just come to a place and enjoy. So that was the only thing that they gave me. So I thought everybody in my team, we thought of a name called House of Pepe. Pepe is a very famous meme. If you see a frog, that's very famous all over. So we branded it as House of Pepe. So how we started, we created a mascot for Pepe. So that mascot, for example, on your website there are different pages. For example, for pregnancy, we created a pregnant frog. For a music page, we created a frog listening to music. So this is how we played around with a single frog. And what we did was, during our offline marketing before the launch, we created a proper costume for a person, just as House of Pepe, like just like the Pepe, and he was roaming all around Calcutta, and that became a buzz. Like, who is this frog just roaming around? That's how House of Pepe, if you go on Google, you'll see a lot of articles, just a random frog roaming around in Kolkata, and that's how we did the branding.
Great, great. Like
Yes.
it is how you do the branding.
Yeah, I feel every founder who is starting a business, they have a story. It's just
Yeah.
that how, as a marketing agency and if there are any freelancer working with these people, we need to talk to them, talk a lot, get personal, talk about their family, their kids, anything, and you'll find a story how they are planning to start their business.
Right. Like obviously, like nobody just stand up and start a company. They always have a
Exactly.
dream, a thing like to start a
Mhm.
company.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So your agency focus on with the expertise with in social media marketing. Could you share some key insights into leveraging various platforms for brand
Mhm.
growth? Like what are some common pitfalls that brands do and they should not to avoid the pitfalls in
Okay.
social media strategies?
Most like there are a lot of graphic designer I know. So right now, what is happening with a lot of social media pages on Instagram? I'm specifically talking about Instagram right now because most of the business are trying to sell their products via Instagram. Other platforms are just there, but main platform is Instagram. So what happens there is people want to look for UGC. UGC means user generated content. They want others to promote a single product so that they get influenced and people buy their products. So there are so many influencers coming up. So what these social media, what are these business pages on Instagram doing is wrong is that a lot of graphical posts are going up and just random content is going up. People won't like it. Right now, people are looking for video content. People are also looking for user generated content. People don't want to look for a graphical post and then they come back to the agency saying that the graphical post is not working. People are not liking graphical posts nowadays. People want to see visual content. People want to see what's there. Like, for example, there's a restaurant. I won't take a picture from Google and then put a background for a like a yellow background or anything, and I'll just post. This won't happen. This won't work for any brand. If it's a restaurant, you need to show mouth-watering pictures of food, a lot of mouth-watering pictures, and a lot of videos that can tempt your customers to buy them. Also, many agencies, they just keep on posting ki, haan, we have to post and we'll just post it. It doesn't happen like that. You need to connect with your audience. You need to comment on other people. Then only they'll comment on yours. This is a normal thing. You must have read it a lot, but nobody practices it on a ground level. So coming to the stories that's there on Instagram, we need to connect with the audience. The audience won't connect with you without giving them something. If you are posting a story for a Pan-Asian restaurant saying something like, which is your favorite ramen? No, so for example, give a pickup line related to ramen, and you get a free ramen bowl. People will actually put some effort to give you a pickup line related to ramen, and in return, they might just get a ramen bowl for free,
Yeah,
right? So this is how they will engage. They won't just engage just like that. It's not easy game. So you have to put a lot of effort as a marketing agency and also as a freelancer if there's anyone. Yes.
so what do you think? Like, if someone is going to make reel, but they can't show their faces, like, do you think there is a face
It
value in?
will work. It will work if there's a story to it, if there's a hook to it. You don't have to show your face to sell anything or anything. But if there's a story and the video is actually good, that might actually stop your audience to just wait for 2 seconds and look at your reel. It will actually work.
Agree. Like, some videos with only a narration works better than the reel with the face value.
There's this thing going on YouTube a lot, and also on Reels, that they take a lot of random shots from different places. Take for example, how different animals make sounds. They take videos from different animals and then they just do video voiceover on it. They are making a lot of money on YouTube and on Reels. Nobody, it's a real thing, and we are so hooked to those Reels. We just watch it. We watch them a lot. This is a hook that they create content that we like. They do a voiceover in a very different tone.
Yeah.
You can actually make that out with the tone that they are using while telling you some content on YouTube. So this is
Yeah,
a
they're using
thing.
some dialect also, like, so
Yeah,
for kind
they are. They are. They're targeting different industry. For example, kids. Kids nowadays, parents, they just open their phone and they keep on watching videos on YouTube for like hours and hours. So those kids, they don't know which channel are they watching, what are they going to watch, right? But
of,
then those channels, there are many people who are creating videos just targeting those kids. For example, Cocomelon, how it became famous. Same in India, people are coming up with stories. They are creating videos via AI, and then they are coming up with their voiceover thing, and they are just selling. There's a lot of thing that people are doing to get money out of the social media platform. It's a really good thing that we can do.
yeah, so the industries have to, like, catch on these memes and videos and everything and get
And
back.
AI is there. If you don't compete with AI now, if you don't learn it, people will just leave you behind and then they'll go again.
Obviously, the thing
Yes.
that you do in 10 hours, AI can do in 1 minute. So obviously,
It can. I get a lot of resume nowadays. It's totally written by AI. I feel make a little bit of changes so that I know this is not written by AI, right? Make
right,
use of it, but use your brains too.
right, agree. So, building a strong team, like your team is a great asset to your company. So, could you share your insight into assembling and nurturing a team that shares your passion and drives your agency success? Like, how do you choose all of them, like your team?
Okay. So when I started Murad, I started all by my own, everything I was doing. But at one point of time, I thought people are asking, who are your team members? But I was the only one doing everything. Then I used to get if you embarrassed a lot of time. Ki people are asking for my team. I don't have a team at all. So I thought of hiring, and I never went for a job. I don't know how corporate thing works, and I didn't know how to do even hiring. So I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos just to understand how this interview thing happens and a lot of things. So I guess hiring your employee is the most difficult task. Hiring might be easy for someone, but delegating the work to them is so difficult. Like many of the great founders are finding this difficult to do this. So what happens is, even there are a lot of posts that you get on LinkedIn that employees are not treated well. This is doesn't happen. They need mental health, this thing, and all of a lot of things. But on the other side, the founder, they don't talk about them, how they are struggling to hire them, how they have to handle a lot of things, a lot of tantrums, and a lot of things are there from the employee side also. But nobody talks about that at all. For example, right now they need mental health holidays, they need period leaves, they need a lot of holidays. I, as a person, I understand this is important. But on the other hand, if as a founder I have to pay them salary on a 30 days basis, how do I pay them if they have taken 4 days of period leaves, if they have taken 4 days of mental health leave, if they have taken 2 days of here and there, and I just have 20 days that they have worked, and at the end of the month I have to pay them. I can't say anything because the standard is like that, and I have to pay them. I don't have any other option, right? So right now, hiring a person in your team is a task. One thing I would like to say that no employee will stay with you or your company for more than a year or two. Maybe after 5 years they leave, or after 6 years. Nobody is going to stay with you forever. Only you might stay, and sometimes you also might not stay if somebody else comes in. So
Agree.
nobody is going to stay. What is going to stay is your product, your service, and the process that you have done, right? You make that so smooth that if anybody joins the company, they know what is happening, they know how to do it, and that's how the team will grow. I won't say that I have a strong team right now, but I'm hiring. It's not like I hire once in a year. I hire on a continuous basis. I keep on hiring till I find the person whom I feel connected with, whom I feel comfortable with. And then I'll feel ki, this 3 months, this person was working really well with me. He understand Murad, he understand the thing that we are planning to do. And that's how we keep have a team. And this team will keep on changing. It will change till Murad is there and till I am there. It will keep on changing.
Obviously. So, do you
Yes.
still like do designing, or you just hand over
I
the
am
work to
very
somebody?
involved with my clients. Like all my clients, I'm very involved. I love doing my all my projects. Most of the time, a project manager is assigned to them, but I love doing designing. I love creating websites. I love doing UI UX for website. I love creating stories. So most of the times, I am involved with a lot of projects. I'm involved.
So good to know you are still in the zone.
I won't leave it because this is the only thing that's keeping me alive and that's keeping Murad alive. So this is
Right.
not the thing I can ever leave.
Agree. So many startups and entrepreneurs face budget constraint. So,
Mhm.
as a someone who bootstrap their company, so what advice do you have for those looking to make the most impact with limited resources, and when it comes to branding and social media marketing?
Okay. So coming to how you need to get investment for your business and a lot of things. Firstly, when I started Murad, it was totally bootstrapped. So what happened was I got my first client that was paying me 15,000. And when my dad got to know that I've started earning, he said, Chelsea, now I guess you can give your own rent. You don't need money from him. So for next month, I won't give you money. You have to handle. And I used to pretend in front of him as if I have two, three clients and I can manage my thing. I never told him that I just have a single client because I thought, again, he will think that I'm a failure. Again, he'll think that I can't do anything. I said, okay, I can handle. And during that time, my house rent was 28,000. I was just getting paid 15,000. I had time of 10 days to get another client to pay my next rent. So what happens in a business is a lot of time you have someone helping you. A lot of time you want to start on your own. If you are starting on your own, you might have your pocket money. If you might have some friend who can just lend you money for some time. But starting a business, you need some amount. Maybe it can be 1,000, it can be 50 rupees, it can be 100 rupees. You need some amount to just get started with it. Once you get started, how you put on your resources and how you are saving up for your future. So I guess 3 days back, I was just having a talk with my dad, like, how dad, how do I spend in my business, and how I just save the money and spend on something else. He said, Chelsea, just spend 50% of whatever you are earning on your business, on yourself, and on other things that you want to do. Just the 50%. 50% you keep it for the next month. How you are going to invest it. Think about it. Maybe on ads, maybe on someone else, maybe on some other employee that you want to hire. So 50% should be the proportion while you are investing on your business and how you want to grow. So it should be always 50-50. And bootstrap business is not a very easy thing. Starting a business is not an easy thing. I guess it's more difficult than a job. It's not like 9 to 5. It's like 24 hours job. Half of the time you're working and half of the time you're stressed. And most of the time you must have heard about keep your personal life and your professional life different. But when you are starting a business, it becomes a part of your life. You speak about that, you dream about that, you think about that. You have to pay your employee. You have to figure out a lot of things. So I feel it's not an easy task. It will happen gradually. Your business won't just shine in a month or two. It's a continuous process. It's been 3 years. I'm struggling a lot. I'm struggling with my clients. I'm struggling with my employees. I'm struggling with a lot of things. But at the end, I know that we all are growing as a team. We are growing as Murad, and I'm growing as a person. And my team is also growing with me. So I'm glad about it.
Great. So, like these days, the kind of thing is like when the company goes in loss, they fire people. So,
Mhm.
did it happen with you also? Like you hire more person and then you don't have the salary to pay them.
uh in that way, I guess I was a bit smart. I never hire people when I'm not able to pay them. I know, okay, next, that's what I said, 50% I'm saving, 50% I'm investing. I'll keep that buffer because I know how it feels if somebody just asks you to leave the company. You have a family. I am not a person who will ask you to leave the company just like that. If there's something that you're not giving your effort, you're not giving a lot of work to my company, then obviously I'll have that right to say that I guess you are not the right fit for my company, you should leave, right? But I am not the person who will ask someone to leave because I'm not able to pay them. I make sure that Murad is earning that much that I'm able to hire those people and I'm able to pay them.
Right.
I can't. I'm seeing a lot of posts on layoff and everything. I can totally feel how they are feeling on the other side, right?
Right.
So I feel this will get sorted. This is a new wave that has come recently, like the layoff thing. It will get sorted. I hope so.
Good to know that you have not fired anyone and will not fire anyone in the future
I
because
I I, I don't
always
think I do have
so
guts
many
to do
people.
that. I don't have guts to do that.
So, so the digital landscape, like it is
Mhm.
constantly evolving. So, how do you stay ahead of the curve and ensure that your agency strategies remain effective and relevant in this ever-changing environment?
Okay. So when I started Murad in 2020, that was a time when everybody was on social media, right? But not much on Instagram. My parents were not on Instagram during before the lockdown. So what happened was before lockdown, Facebook was a place, and Instagram was also a place where everybody was there. Like back in my school days, everybody was there on Facebook. They used to post where they are going, where they are partying. Everything was there on Facebook. Slowly it's shifted to Instagram. I'm just talking about India, right? I'm not talking about any other country.
Yeah,
So slowly it came to Instagram. Now everybody is on Instagram, right? But
right.
there will be a way when people will leave Instagram and they will go to another platform. There are many agencies, they are just focusing on just the Instagram as a platform. They don't worry about any other platform. They have Instagram, they know paid ads, and they can do marketing for any brand. This is not how it's going to work in future. So the thing is, most of them, you must have heard about the traditional marketing that has been going on, the hoarding, the offline events, a lot of things. So
Yeah,
whenever I'm doing any marketing for any client, I make sure that some offline marketing is happening. I totally don't rely on ads. I totally don't rely on paid and social media marketing. I also rely on offline marketing because that is when you also get to meet those people as a founder. If I'm the founder and if I'm doing an offline activity, I get to meet the person from face to face. I can understand what they're feeling about my product, what they're feeling about my brand. So this is how we try to stay ahead. And also the technology. as a marketing agency, I can't rely on my services. We need to come up with the technology that no other agencies are having right now. So this is how we can grow with AI. Right now, everybody is using AI. You need to understand what how AI works, how it can make your work easier. You don't want it to replace you, but it you can learn it and then you can go hand in hand. I feel this is how I practice new things that are going on in the market, and that's how we grow.
Yeah, agree. Like here also, like people are all focusing on digital marketing. Like they have forgotten about offline events and everything. But I
Mhm.
believe that offline event still has that major impact that online doesn't.
It will always have, because India is such a big country, right? A lot of people, they are still not on Instagram and Facebook. They rely on they do the normal thing, whatever they are doing. So as I said, in India, this is happening, right? In Nepal, still 93% of the user, they just use Facebook. They are not on Instagram. They don't use WhatsApp like we Indians do. They use Viber. There are other platforms that they use. So the marketing strategy and marketing that's going on in Nepal is totally different that is happening in India. People in Nepal, they don't use websites a lot. They want to shop directly via Instagram or Facebook pictures. So the trend that is going on in Nepal is totally different than the trend is going on in India right now.
Agree. So you had so many clients till date. So could you share a particular challenging product or client experience that pushed your
Mhm.
creative and strategic abilities to new heights? Like how did you overcome obstacles and deliver exceptional result for that particular client?
Okay, so this is the example I gave. Most of the people in my very first client, who was Bames. It's a Nepali restaurant, a very niche restaurant that's based in Bangalore, Kormangla. So the restaurant, when I started, when they gave me the project, during the lockdown, they were struggling. They had already shut one of their outlet, and there was the only restaurant in Kormangla in a very crowded area. So they were like, Chelsea, we don't know what we have to do. We just have a few more months runway, and I feel maybe we can manage for next 4 months, and after that we might have to shut. And I was like, no, we can't shut this. It's a place where I used to love during my college days, just to have those Nepali food and everything. So I was like, we can back it up. So first 2 months I didn't take any amount from them. So what happened was, during the lockdown, we did a lot of activities online, whatever we could do, online ordering, whatever offers we could do, right? So we were able to reach 1 million audience in just 20, I think 15 days. We were able to reach out to them, give them a lot of offers, and then that's how we got we got our highest sales during the lockdown than those 5 years that were already passed. So that was the time the client also thought that we need consistency on our social media. It just won't happen if I do two posts per week, and it will happen. So what we started doing was, we started doing a lot of offline campaigns in the restaurant. For example, they introduced the viral noodles of Nepal, that was keema noodles. So we gave the keema noodles ka hat, we customized it, and they were roaming around in Kormangla with a schema hat. People started coming in. That's how we started getting a lot of user generated content. They started clicking pictures with the keema hat, and they started making videos of the keema hat and the keema noodles. And then recently, we started people started coming in the Nepali restaurant. They started making videos. One of the videos got so viral that there were, for like last 2 months, we have like waiting for 100 to 150 customers in front of that restaurants. They are doing crazy right now. They are coming up with another outlet in Kormangla itself. They'll be serving alcohol. So we are busy with the brand launch and everything right now. So I feel this is a success story that I would like to tell everybody, because consistency is the key. It won't happen all of a sudden. Social media, it's, if you even if you're hiring someone for social media marketing, you are given your project, you'll have to stick with the marketer who is working with your brand. You need to be consistent. You need to give a lot of ideas. You need to execute those ideas, right? A lot of founders, they don't want to execute those ideas. They will be like, nahi, ye hamare brand ke liye acha nahi hoga, this won't look good or anything like that. So I feel it is important to execute those campaign and do it in a proper manner. Also, we didn't spend any money on ads after the lockdown. It was pure organic marketing.
Oh, good to know. Like pure organic and like 5 years surfaced. Great.
Yes, during
So,
lockdown, we had to run ads, and after that, we just stopped. We were like, organic marketing is going to work for this brand, and that's what we did.
oh. So for social media, like how much weightage does the followers have? Like Followers
Okay.
has a more weightage or the engagement? What matters?
Right now, if you have a following of 40,000, 40K, it doesn't matter because your post won't be seen to everybody. Maybe just 10 to 15 people will see those posts if you're engaging with them. Most of the people don't see your post until unless it's very good, it has a hook, and first 30 or 30 second or a 1 minute people watch the video or the content that's shared on Facebook or Instagram, then only your followers will see. I don't think following number is actually gives a good impression on others king ha this page is actually good, they have good number of following. But if you go to the post and if you go to the reels that they are posting, the reach is not that great. You'll get to know what exactly is happening with the page, they're engaging or they're not.
Yeah, yeah, the engagement matters most because
Yes, the
not.
algorithm. Yes,
Yeah.
the algorithm of Instagram is changing every now and then. So you don't know how exactly to do it. But then, yes, if the content is good, if there is a hook to it, what's trending, if you post that, actually that might work.
So the content matters the most.
Content and the how much you are engaging with the audience and your customers or your clients. How much are you engaging with your followers? That is more important right now.
So best is the combination of online and offline strategy, right?
Yes, definitely. It should be 50-50, and sometimes it can be 60-50 also, not a problem. But then there should be offline marketing. You just can't get rid of it.
Yeah, most of your campaigns has offline marketing touch, like
Most
or
of, like, I guess most 99% all of my campaigns are offline.
okay. So the lastly, what words of wisdom or encouragement do you have for aspiring entrepreneurs, especially those who may be dealing with personal challenges while pursuing dreams?
Okay. Starting your business and running your business is not really easy. If you think that you're gonna leave your job and you're just gonna get started with it, it's not easy. Till date, there are a lot of days I just get up crying. I don't even know what I'm crying for, but there are a lot of thoughts going on in my mind. Like, how do I have to delegate the work to my employees? How do I have to handle this client, that client? A lot of shoots. I feel you need a lot of guts to do it. It's not a competition at all. Everybody there on social media, whoever is posting, they are just posting the good times that they are having. They're not posting about the bad times that they are having. So don't feel bad about it. I get discouraged a lot of time by seeing how in my domain a lot of people are meeting so many people, they are doing a lot of things. But it's okay. This is my speed and this is how I want to grow. I don't want to escalate it and then just grow in one go. I feel a lot of things that I've learned in 3 years, I wouldn't have learned anywhere. I guess not even in my job. I guess not even in my college. Whatever I've learned in last 3 months that happened before I turned 25, I feel I'm very grateful that it happened to me. I had to realize those things so that I won't do all these mistakes in future in my business or in any of the clients' business that I'm currently working on. So I feel you need guts. You need to be surrounded with good people around you. I guess in last 3 years I don't have friends. My team is my friend right now. My mentors are my friends. Like I would encourage everybody to have one mentor who you go up to, you listen to them, they can give you ideas, they can help you sort out your life. I feel everybody should have a mentor. It can be your best friend, it can be your dad, it can be your mom, it can be your sister, brother, anybody. But keep someone close to you while you are doing your business, someone whom you can approach whenever you want, whenever you are in a trouble or anything. As a founder, you'll have a lot of issues that will come and you won't even know how to do it. Just stay calm. Everything will happen on its own pace. It's happening for good. If you're one of your main employees leaving your team, it's happening for good. New people will come, new people will join in, new ideas will come in. So just stay calm. It will happen, but in a good space and in your space it will happen.
So be calm, stay positive.
Yes, I
So
feel
one
it's very
more,
difficult. It's very easy to say. It's very difficult to do this. Stay calm and be positive. Stay calm, be positive. जब फटती है तो फटती है. Nobody can change it, right? But try. Your brain is something that you can handle. You can't handle someone else's brain. You can handle your brain, your gut feeling. You can handle it. Try to be strong during that time. Don't make any emotional decision while hiring, while doing anything in the business. Don't make any emotional decisions.
so when there is a big thing coming tomorrow, I have sleepless nights. So do you
Definitely.
also have sleepless night? Like, because you are a founder, so you must be having every day a sleepless night. So
See,
how does
I still have anxiety. It has never gone away, and I feel that anxiety motivates me. For example, if I had an event today, this webinar, right?
right?
Yesterday night, I have been thinking, what will happen? This is the first time that I'm going to do this. People will hear me. People will know my story, how I have done it. Uh, I was having a lot of thoughts, but then what I try to do is I stop thinking about it. I'll do something else. I'll get busy. I'll sleep early. I won't think about it at all. I joined the meeting, and I guess before 10 minutes, I just went through the presentation that you guys made, and I did nothing. I just came. मेरी फटती है, but then I know if I do more, I think a lot about it, it will be difficult for me to do this. So I feel don't just think about it, just go and just do it. Whatever is there in your mind, you can speak out easily.
Same happened with me also. So
Yeah,
what I thought, like, okay, we are just people, we are just like chatting, and we'll just share our
yes,
thoughts. That's it. It's not
exactly.
much of a big deal. We are not on a TED talk or something like that.
Exactly, same thing.
So, Chelsea, it's been nice talking to you, and
Same here.
let's ask our audience if they have any questions for Chelsea. I think our audience is also like kind of anxious people. Like they need some motivation. So we got our first question. So how much time did you take to break even when you started, Murad? This is a question from Pratim Srivastav.
Okay. How much time did it take you to? I guess, like how I started my business, right? I was investing 50% of what I was earning. So there was always that I was in profit. I was never in loss when I started Murad. Till now, I was never in loss. So I have made this mind, 50% I'm investing on a Murad, on myself. Even I have to party, I have to meet people, I'll just spend 50% of that particular month. There's been like a thing going on for last 3 years now. So I don't think I was break even happened when I started the brand itself. So there was always this thing that I was in profit. I never invested on something that I couldn't afford for a long period of time. If I am hiring someone, I make sure that that person will stay with me, and I have buffer of next 6 months that I can pay that person. So yeah.
Uh,
Alexa.
yeah, Letha has a question. How crucial is the role of a content writer in the social media scene today, given ChatGPT has kind of enroached?
Okay. So, as a content writer, I guess what's there in your mind that ChatGPT can never say. Like, for example, if I have to write a caption for a restaurant, okay, now I guess the content writer has a lot of ideas. He or she knows a lot about the founder. He or she know a lot about the dish that is there. For example, there's the dish of chow mein, right? It's a normal dish, but you can add a lot of things if you are a content writer. I feel as a content writer, you just need to be very active with the trends that's going on, how you can leverage it with your audience, how you can play with the minds of your audience just with your writing. I feel content writers are someone who can nail any market with just their writing. That is really important. Chat GPT is there. Chat GPT will give you the same answer. You must have seen a lot of time you write something on something on Chat GPT. First word that you see will be embark. Embark on this journey. Embark on this. Embark on that. Even if you try a lot of prompts, prompts are good, but most of the times I feel content writer thing will never go out of the scene. They will be there. AI can't work without the content writers, right? So I feel they are important.
Even me, sometimes when I search for some product promotion, so every
Mhm.
time first two words that I see is elevate your experience or unleash your experience. Like it is the same
Yes.
all the time.
Even if you try a lot of prompts, there are few things that AI will use. They won't change it. But as a content writer, you need to understand you can make use of AI. You need to make use of AI. Once you get the answers, you need to give your own touch to it. You just can't randomly just copy paste it. Give your own touch to it so that you get a lot of ideas via AI, and then you can give your ideas also. And then that becomes a really good content that actually works.
Right. So we have a
Okay,
next question from Trisha. One thing you would like to advise new founders?
okay, so Trisha here, she was one of the friend who was there during the road trip when I had the pain.
Okay.
So she was there till I went back to Nepal for my checkup. So I feel she's one of the best person who was there during my college days, helped me with all my naughty things that I wanted to do during the college days. She was there always. So what advice I want to give the new founders? One advice that I would like to give was ki, it's not easy. Don't just get started just like that, just because you have an idea and you want to do it. Think about next 6 months, how you're going to execute it, how what exactly you're going to do it, what exactly your plan is. It's not just plan A, B, and C. Whatever work I do, I make sure that I have three plans. If A doesn't work, I have plan B. If B doesn't work, I have plan C. Be it any campaigns that I'm doing, I make sure we have ABC thing. So I feel this is very important for anybody who is starting a business. Do a lot of research. See what their problem is. See your competitors, what they are doing. Don't do what they are doing, and just don't copy anybody. And do what exactly you feel, and just stick to that. And then you will actually grow in whatever you're doing.
I think we have one more last question.
Yes.
More. So, when
Mhm.
one starts, entrepreneurship looks scary. There is too much competition in every sector, winning projects, winning margins. So, how do you see this? How do you keep yourself motivated?
Okay. When Tata started their company, I don't think they must have thought कि इतनी बड़ी company they'll become after so many years. I guess entrepreneurship is very scary. Doing any job is also scary. Everything is scary in this world because every other person next to you or someone on the internet or someone in this world is doing better than you. Focus on yourself, focus on what you are doing, how you are going to grow in next 6 months or 1 year. If you keep on thinking what other person is doing, if you think what they will think, then it's very difficult to grow. Focus on what you are doing, have enough knowledge about what exactly you are working on, so that you stay ahead of them with your knowledge. Not even if your work, but with your knowledge you can stay ahead with anybody.
So one more thing, like how do you go for the pitches? Like if you have any, like for some client, there are two or three brand like agencies who are pitching. So what is your strategy in that? How do you pitch them?
uh I like pitching as in, I didn't get you, can you come again?
Like, do you have any specific strategy when you pitch your clients? Like, what is your
Okay.
USP? Or
Yes. So, for example, you have reached out to me. For example, you have asking for social media marketing for your business. So first, we will be understanding your business. I get on one-on-one call so that I understand your story, your business. Like I earlier said, I want to know the story, why you're starting this, what you are actually planning to do. So once I get a hang of it about you, yourself, your family, whatever you're planning to do, and then I come back to the team, we have an internal meeting, we plan the strategy, we plan what exactly we have to do for next 3 months, and then we connect with the client again as a team. We speak to the client and tell them what exactly we are planning to do. If he has any inputs, he can add it, and then we can go ahead.
one more question: do you see any AI tool to improve creative? Like example is neurosync.com.
Okay, so we have recently started using Midjourney for, and also Adobe is there in Illustrator where we can use our AI thing. We are using AI, we are incorporating it, and we are also trying to build an AI for Murad. The name is Mai, Murad AI. That the name. That's why we kept it very simple, Mai. So we are planning to build that right now to make things easier on our website for our new clients, and we are actually planning to build a tool around it. So I hope we are able to uh, collaborate with more AI agencies in future.
We are willingly waiting to see your my.
Definitely, definitely.
So, anyone else have any questions you may ask, or we'll move forward? Okay, I think nobody has any more questions. Everything is covered in our workshop. So, I'm just sharing one feedback form, and I would like you everyone to fill this form. Like it's about how your experience. Do you like the content, our speaker insights, and everything. So take your time to fill this form. And so thank you, Chelsea. Thanks a lot for
Thank you
your
so much.
insights. I really feel personally, I feel so much motivated from your story. Like I've
Thank
told
you so much.
everyone, I've told everyone, I messaged everyone that please join this workshop because this is going to be very insightful. Because your story has a story, like the brands has a story. So your story also has a story in it that is very motivating and very inspirational. So
I'm glad that you called me for this opportunity. I'm really glad you guys got touch with me. I'm glad that I so many people joined in today and they were listening to me and my story and how I started Murad and how they can get started with their entrepreneurial journey. So thank you so much.
I'll also share the Chelsea's LinkedIn profile for you guys to take a look and explore more. And I think everyone in this workshop will be in touch with your Murad for your future coming tools
Thank you
and
so much.
clients. So all the best for your new clients and the current clients. And I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you so much, Sony.
So that's all for today. Thank you all for joining this workshop. I hope you had a great day. Have a great day. Thank you.
Okay, then. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.